Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of the Sauce, pumping out college football pick videos right now. Obviously got another one on deck right here, talking Cincinnati, Miami of Ohio, the Redhawks. Let's go. Welcome to the Sauce. The Sauce. Sauce. Hey, get the sauce. All right, Cincinnati on the road at Miami of Ohio. The line opened up Redhawks plus 20 and a hook. But all the early actions on Cincinnati, and I mean all of it, 98% of the money. By Monday morning, they had already bumped that up to 21. And yeah, as this week progressed, they just kept bumping this line up, 20 and a half, 21, 21 and a half, 22. Now we're up to 22 and a half. Who knows if it'll stop there? You can see that the books are starting to take some Miami of Ohio money. Not a crazy amount, but if you look, it is increasing slowly, which unfortunately that seems to be what the books are trying to do, just saying. So let's cap this game. If you subscribe to this channel, you already know the first step. We're running the numbers through the spreadsheet. According to the model, the line for this game should be Miami of Ohio plus 6. So a huge lean on the Redhawks there. All right, let's run through a quick breakdown. And Cincinnati really needed that week 2 game against Kennesaw State, because that opener, they got beat by Arkansas, and they got beat handedly. I know the final score was like 31-24, I think. So I know technically they only lost by 7, but the truth is Arkansas controlled that entire game. And Ben Bryant in Cincinnati, the offense especially, didn't even play bad. So it's kind of a rough way to start the season. You don't even play bad, but still get the loss. So to come back in week 2 and beat the life out of Kennesaw State, 63-10, exactly what the doctor ordered for Cincinnati. But I really hope they're prepared, because this is not Kennesaw State. This is the Miami of Ohio Redhawks. This is a good football team. They were the preseason favorites to win the MAC East. I love this team, especially on the defensive side. They can pressure the quarterback, they can cover in the secondary, and they can stop the run, the trifecta on defense. Ready for this? In the 2 football games that Miami of Ohio has played this season, they've allowed a combined 53 carries for just 90 yards rushing. 53 carries, 90 rushing yards combined against the Redhawks. That's what it's been like trying to run on Miami of Ohio this season. And yeah, they played Robert Morris last week. We can't ignore that. But in week 1, they had a road game against an SEC team. They went into Kentucky. They held Kentucky to just 50 yards on the ground on just 1.9 yards per carry. So yeah, it's tough to run on this team. So that means Ben Bryant and the Cincinnati offense, they're gonna have to do some heavy lifting if the Bearcats want to cover this number. And like I said, this Miami Ohio defense, they can defend the pass too, trust me. Now here's some good news if you plan on betting Cincinnati. Miami of Ohio lost their quarterback 2 weeks ago. Brett Gabbert is out. And they had a lot of high hopes for him this year. Sucks to go down so early. I think he will return this season from what I'm reading, but he's gonna definitely miss some time. They have freshman Avion Smith starting in his place, and he started last week, Avion Smith. I hope I'm saying his first name right, by the way. My apologies if I'm not. He started last week against Robert Morris, and he looked pretty good, but it was against Robert Morris. So now I did read an article from a Miami of Ohio writer who said they think the Redhawks offense will actually be better with Avion Smith in there, because he can run as well as throw. So he thinks the mobile pocket will be a problem with this Miami Ohio offense, because they have weapons. I'm not sure if I buy into that personally, but it was a cool article. I'll give it credit. And hey, props to the Redhawks if it works. So these 2 teams play every single year, and Cincinnati always beats them. Always. In fact, they've beaten Miami of Ohio 15 straight games. 16 years since Miami, Ohio has beaten Cincinnati. But we're not asking if Cincinnati's gonna beat Miami of Ohio. We're asking if they're gonna cover 22.5 points. Now that's interesting. So in the last 8 games, in the last 8 years between these 2 teams, Cincinnati's obviously 8-0. Guess how many times they've won by more than 22 points? Just once, last year with that loaded Desmond Ridder team. That means if you were rocking Miami of Ohio plus 22.5 in every single one of these games, you'd be 7-1 against the spread in your last 8. I like this Redhawks team. I know playing without Brett Gabbert sucks, but I think there's enough surrounding talent on that team where they can cover this number at home, even without him. I'm pretty confident in this bet. I'm taking Miami of Ohio plus 22.5, lock it in. If anything changes with this Redhawks pick, I will let you know on Twitter. So give me a follow there if you're interested. Also, if you're looking for the college football Saturday ticket that I do, I have bet of the day, underdog of the day, top 7 bets, and 3 parlays of the day, as well as a pick. I me and the staff pick every single game. So if you're interested in that, go to KyleKirms.com or download the Sauce Network app. College football week 3, let's throw some units out, reel some units in. Let's have a good day. I'll talk to you on Twitter.